My personal definition of masculinity, I tend to follow a values-based definition, right? And the 4 values that I pull from are strength, courage, mastery, and honor. I find that those kind of embody the masculine soul. I'll run through them real quick. So strength is not just physical strength, although that's part of it, but it's also emotional strength, right? It's the ability to do tough things, carry heavy loads, confront scary situations. Being strong is a feeling of solidity and a feeling of competency. It's the ability to know, like, yes, I got this. The next one is mastery, which is just kind of like getting good at something, right? Whether, again, and the definition is flexible, right? Like whether you're getting good at art, or you're getting good at your job, or you're mastering, relationships, or being the best father you can be. This idea of progressing, learning, integrating information, building technical skills or clinical knowledge or relational skills or whatever, right? There's something very masculine about that linear trajectory. I think a lot of guys love that kind of dopamine rush of just continuing to level up. Building mastery is a big part of masculinity for me. The third one is courage. Pretty self-explanatory, but courage is, I kind of pull from the Buddhist definition of courage, which is not being fearless, but feeling fear and acting anyway, right? So being able to confront fear, operate while afraid, and move into things that make us uncomfortable. Being courageous doesn't have to mean you're running into war or into a gunfight. It can mean pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, right? It can mean taking that risk, having that tough conversation, naming an emotion, naming that you're angry or upset with somebody, or naming that you're feeling grief or that you've been hurt. That's also really courageous. Anything that brings up that sense of fear or anxiety, I think there is something very masculine about, like, going towards a dragon's lair, going off on that grand adventure, going into something that will make you uncomfortable, but in the end will force you to grow. And then the last one, this one that we really focus on at MTO, is honor. And honor is a very big thing. I pull a lot from ancient texts, specifically Stoic philosophy, when I think about honor. And it's the idea of being ethical, right? Having a set of values, treating people in your life with love and compassion, not lying, working to get over some, racism or stereotypes or misogyny, right? Trying to come at people with a compassionate lens, and being a man of your word, being dependable, really trying hard, right? I mean, all these things that create an honorable life. Engaging in ethical business practices, not falling victim to corruption. I mean, I can go on, right? But there's this idea of honor, which it's kind of hard to conceptualize, but it's like, when you see it and when you don't see it, right? What an honorable practice is and a dishonorable practice is. And I think specifically being in a men's group and being honest, 100% honest and accountable to a circle of men is what builds honor. Because if you can be honest and the guys in the group can either say, like, you know what, dude, like, good man move, or, hey man, I don't really know about that. That was like a little sketchy. That is really important feedback. And that's something that MTO really provides, is a place where you can become a more honorable man in person. To recap, my definition is 4 things: strength, mastery, courage, and honor.